Hey everyone, and welcome to TopThink. Today, we'll learn about the power of altruism and why helping others helps you. Now, let's begin. Altruism, by definition, is selfless. It's the practice of care and concern for the well-being of others without self-interest or personal gain. This can take many forms. A common example is volunteering or participating in an organized community service project, such as helping at a homeless shelter, cleaning up a park, holding a food or book drive, or spending time at a soup kitchen. But the practice of altruism doesn't have to be so formal or far-reaching. Altruism can also take the form of gifts, like doing something special for a loved one or buying them a present. Random acts of kindness are also types of altruistic behavior, such as helping an elderly neighbor with groceries, offering free babysitting, or walking a friend's dog. Each of these activities makes someone else's life just a little bit better and brighter. But even if you're pursuing altruistic activities with the noblest of intentions, you might still find yourself benefiting in the process. Now, this is nothing to be ashamed of. There are many reasons why it's good for you to cultivate selfless behavior. Let's explore the many benefits of altruism, from as minor as a brief endorphin boost to as major as the survival of the species. Researcher Alan Lux has written about what he calls the helper's high. He explains that helpers experience a high after good deeds similar to that experienced by runners after an intense workout. The helper's body releases endorphins that increase euphoria and can even reduce pain. Lux's study revealed several other physical and mental benefits that result from the helper's high. They include a strengthened immune system, a reduction in negative attitudes that can deplete well-being, and enhanced functioning of several bodily processes. Helping, it makes you feel good. Literally. Dialectical behavior therapy includes volunteering and altruism as part of the contributing skill, the ability to make a difference in another person's life. Those with a contributing skill are often able to better regulate their own emotions and minimize their own distress. This is found to be particularly effective when volunteers work on a project that specifically aligns with their own values. For example, animal lovers would do well to care for the dogs at an animal shelter, or crafters who love children might enjoy knitting clothes for babies in need. If you're working on something that has added meaning for you personally, you're more likely to get into a flow state that encourages positive emotions. Doing something selfless does not mean you have to do it at your own detriment. Altruism is not a form of martyrdom, but operates for many as part of a healthy psychological reward system, says Professor Donald Moynihan of the University of Madison, Wisconsin La Follette School of Public Affairs in a 2013 report on the topic. You don't have to suffer in order to be altruistic. Selflessness should not be equated with self-sacrifice. Just a few minutes or hours of charitable effort is enough to have an impact. You don't need to do it at the expense of your own time, health, resources, or well-being. Altruistic behavior can also have a spiritual benefit. Contributing to an effort bigger than yourself can give you a sense of direction and purpose in life. A 2014 study from the Journal of Positive Psychology says it all right in its title. Prosociality enhances meaning in life. The study showed how those who consistently give their time or money to charitable causes report feeling greater purpose in their lives. Whether you choose to look at that through a humanistic or religious lens is up to you, but either way, it can provide a sense of grounding. Knowing that someone else relies on you, or even just that your daily life is providing benefit or joy to someone else, well, it can be inspiration for you to keep moving forward. Volunteering can remind us that we are not alone in the universe. Often we do this work with others, either by working alongside team members or by interacting directly with the people we're helping. Face-to-face activities are proven to reduce feelings of isolation and loneliness. Consider donating a few hours to a homeless shelter, the food bank, or animal rescue if you're looking to cultivate more personal connection. You might even form lasting relationships with the communities you serve. Getting to know those in need can expose you to new lifestyles and different points of view. It can also give you a dose of gratitude for the privileges that you may be overlooking in your own life. You can strengthen social bonds through altruism. By showing others you're kind and thoughtful and reliable, you become a better community member, friend, and even partner. And you can build lasting relationships with those you volunteer with, bonded by your shared experiences, goals, and memories. Happiness is contagious. A study by Nicholas Christakis at Harvard University shows that happiness really can spread from person to person. When a friend of a friend becomes happier, you might too, even if you don't directly know that person. This means that you should not only choose your friends carefully, but also choose your attitude wisely. It's easy to compare yourself to the less fortunate while volunteering. In doing so, you may begin feeling negative emotions and inadvertently cause them to spread. Instead, focus on the impact of your acts of charity and the happiness and well-being you can provide. Acts of kindness can make the world a happier place, inspiring good deeds in others and leading to a more cheerful outlook overall. Those who contribute to society also may find themselves growing more confident. This is natural. The more useful you feel, the more integral you are to your community and the more you feel needed. You may also feel a sense of accomplishment after a volunteer job well done. This leads to greater overall confidence and attitude that can positively impact all areas of your life, including your career and relationships. The various benefits of altruism can last a long time. Kindness is a gift that keeps on giving, thanks to the power of memory. Reminiscing on past acts of kindness can have the same mental, emotional, and even physical impact on you as the original act itself. There's data to prove it. Researchers at the University of California, Riverside conducted an experiment with students, having groups of them engage in one of 4 tasks. One group performed acts of kindness, another recalled past acts of kindness, the third group did both, and the final group did neither. Participants in all 3 kindness groups indicated an uptick in their well-being over the course of the multi-day experiment. All 3 groups had the same results: increased happiness, decreased negative feelings, and better overall life satisfaction. This included group number 2, which only remembered acts but didn't perform any. Now, this is not to say that you shouldn't continue to do good deeds in the future. You shouldn't rely on your memories alone. But it just goes to show you that the benefits are long-lasting, and even doing a little bit of good in the world can have a big effect on your future. Surface-level logic might suggest that those who are most selfish are most likely to survive. After all, they're looking out for themselves first and foremost. But in terms of evolution, this is not necessarily the case. Scientists believe that humans' natural inclination toward unselfish social interaction rather than aggression or competitiveness has only grown with time. Altruism is a contributing factor to the survival of the fittest and shows up as a key indicator in natural selection. In their book, The Origins and Nature of Sociality, researchers Robert W. Sussman and Audrey R. Chapman use firefighters rushing into a burning building as a prime example of common selfless behavior among humans. Such heroes are often more attractive as partners. Why? Natural instinct. Charles Darwin believed that morality played and continues to play a role in human evolution. While moral choices might not benefit an individual's survival, it benefits the survival of the larger whole. We prefer partners that will protect, defend, and contribute to the group. Thus, over time, genetic traits that encourage pro-social behavior like fairness, empathy, and generosity are most likely to survive and thrive. Kindness is in our nature. The benefits of altruism are clear. You may now be inspired to rush out the door to your next big volunteer project. But it's important not to get too carried away. You must always look for balance. If you spend too much time or put too much work into something, you may get stressed, discontinue your valuable work for others, and stop reaping the benefits for yourself. The Biobehavioral Institute suggests applying the SMART acronym to volunteer and charitable pursuits. That means they should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Following this guideline, you're less likely to get overwhelmed. It's best to pursue altruistic deeds that are reasonable to accomplish so that they don't cause additional stress, but instead are purely beneficial to all involved. Hey, thank you for watching TopThink, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.